Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 456 of the show. 8:12 p.m. Monday Night Raw is kicked off. Just so dandy. Miz TV, they had Trish Stratus, the WWE Hall of Famer, and the Women's Tag Team Champions, Becky Lynch, and the other WWE Hall of Famer, Lita, as guests on the show. Miz is trying to already stick that wedge, but then Damage Control interrupted him. It seems like to me that Becky Lynch is trying to get into Bayley's face, and a lot of times they were arguing back and forth, and that's how it ended. All 6 ladies in argument, but I think the matchup between Becky Lynch and Io Sky, one of my dream matches, by the way, in the women's division. I think it's coming up next, I think. So I am totally excited about this. It's a great matchup, to say the least. And I'm just, I am really excited. So WrestleMania Raw is the name of their show. I'm really excited. I am really excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Whole lot of fun. So, personally, cannot wait. So, I gotta tell you, this has been one heck of a day. 3 items for the past couple of days. I got 2 items already came in, and I hope you guys enjoyed the videos I've been doing. It's been great. A lot of people are saying, okay, I gotta lower this. This is like too loud for me, man. Let's go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Be like, that was too much. I felt like I'm on an Instagram video, for goodness sakes. Anyways, so we haven't had any wrestling action yet, but 6 ladies gonna go at it, and Becky and Io, a dream matchup. So I think that'll be first one on the block, and. A lot of matches are happening. Gunther will be in action tonight, and also there'll be an 8-man tag team match with Street Profits teaming up with Braun Strowman and Ricochet to go up against the Viking Raiders and Alpha Academy. I got a hunch that Otis may not be able to show up, and possibly Chad Gable plays. I don't care. Here's what should happen after WrestleMania. This is what happens. All right, stand and deliver. Let's say Schism wins the matchup. No more Chase U. I suggest that Andre Chase goes over to Monday Night Raw with Thea Hale, align themselves with Chad Gable to form Alpha U, Alpha Academy U. All right, and then check this out. That means Otis can go with the Maximum Male Models, and you got Andre Chase and Chad Gable as as the new Alpha U. That will be an interesting new tag team, to say the least. That's what I would do. If I was writing the show, I would say, listen. That's what I would say. Hey, listen. Bring up Andre Chase and Thea Hale. Let's put them with Chad Gable. We get Alpha U. Forget Chase U. Alpha U. That's why I think it should be happening. And so that's my opinion. That's one thing they should do. What do you guys think about that? A post-WrestleMania storyline. Bring up Andre Chase and Thea Hale. Team up with Chad Gable. Have Otis go to the Maximum Male Models. Schism takes over Chase U. Boom. Right there you go. Alpha U. And let's see what happens here. Alrighty then. All right, now Raw is taking place in Phoenix, Arizona, which is, I think they're traveling westward and it looks like a matchup is going to be in the ring right now. It is Becky and Io, Becky Lynch, Io Sky. Let's see what happens in this matchup. I like it. Heck of a matchup so far. I mean, this matchup could go either way. Becky Lynch has been having the upper hand. Io tried to get the upper hand. A near fall. A near falls a couple of times. I'll tell you one thing. The Baxter knows what she's doing, but you got the genius of the Sky. You know, my girl, Io Sky. She knows what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I think, here's another thing that should happen. Let's just say the 6-woman tag matchup is at WrestleMania. Becky and her team wins. Damage Control will have some dissension. They'll start to blame Io, and I think and here's the cool part. You know what they should do? Kick Io out. Get somebody. Now Bayley says she wanted Candice LeRae to be part of Damage Control. Replace her with Candice LeRae. She turns heel. Get this. Or replace her with Indy Hartwell. Io comes back. If Kairi Sane comes back to the WWE, as it has been rumored, if she says she wants, she might, there's an open door. I say Asuka forms up a team with Kairi and Io. You got a 3-woman team right there. And then they'll feud against Bayley, Dakota, or you can have Tegan Nox turn heel and join up with Dakota and Bayley. How about that? Or Piper Niven, anybody. You replace Io with somebody else. Io joins up with Asuka. Kairi comes back, joins up with them. Boom. You want to make it interesting? Make it a 4. Bring Candice LeRae in and Tegan Nox. Make it a 4-woman team. The 3 ladies from Japan. Bring in Meiko Satomura. You got the Kabuki Horsewomen right there. My personal opinion. They say anything can happen to WWE. I'm already come up with scenarios in my head of what should happen after WrestleMania. And what Garrison Newkirk, a.k.a. Mr. Garrison 96. You're welcome, Gary. Check it out. What's going to happen is this. Like I said, Cody Rhodes wins the title. AJ Styles challenges him. That's what should happen. Really excited about that. So that's what AJ Styles should challenge him. I think Garrison Newkirk, Gary, came up with a great idea. I like it. So, and I think we'll be going back to the match in progress with Io Sky and Becky Lynch. Heck of a matchup. So, I mean, I think Becky Lynch knows that Io Sky can do more in the WWE. I believe Becky. So, we are going to go back to that matchup in progress. Alrighty then. Now here's the quick story, a simple shortage. The Bloodline's running, walking around, wandering around in the backstage area. As Solo is getting mentally ready to take on Cody Rhodes in the main event. And then they went over Bianca Belair and the career of Asuka, which is bar none. A lot of people saying they were blown away by Asuka. And I like Asuka. I'm a big fan of Asuka. As she gets prepared for her match against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. And then they did everything, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins thing. Seth Rollins was interviewed by Kathy Kelly. But then Mustafa Ali decided to interrupt him, open up his big mouth, and then Rollins goes, you know what? I'm going to reward you. You and I are going to go one-on-one. So, that match is happening next. So, and that's all I got. So, that match will be coming up next. For right now, I'm kind of hungry. Alright, the match between Ali and Rollins happened. Rollins obviously won the matchup. He dressed Logan Paul after the matchup. Not only WrestleMania, April 1st is just WrestleMania, it's Logan Paul's birthday. Not just Logan Paul's birthday, it's April Fool's Day. And so I'm kind of hoping that Seth Rollins makes an April Fool out of Logan Paul. That's what I'm hoping. And also, Baron Corbin's complained to Adam Pearce about not being part of WrestleMania. But then Chelsea Green once again complains about it. If Adam Pearce needs somebody, I'll be more than happy to help out Adam Pearce, screaming, "Get out right now! Interrupt me again, and you're about to have yourselves in a gurney, ladies! Get the stepping!" Or even better yet, and poor Adam Pearce, I feel for him. I would have said the same thing to Baron Corbin. I really don't care. I'll be the meanest SOB at this point. Anyways, So why am I not addressing me showcase and all that? Sonya Deville complains, interrupts both of them, complains about the same thing, and Pierce goes, you know what? You two should be a tag team. Because Piper Niven doesn't want anything to do with you. So that means they'll have a showcase qualifying match later on. They'll take on the team of Mia Yim and Candice LeRae. Whoever wins that will qualify in that final spot in the women's showcase matchup. But coming up next, the weigh-in. It's going to be a lot of fun and interesting to see what happens between Brock Lesnar and Omos. This is going to be fun, and you know it. That's coming up next. Alrighty, then we're continuing on here, and they had the weigh-in oversaw by Corey Graves and Adam Pearce. Omos weighed in at 410 pounds, but Brock Lesnar was not in the mood for a weigh-in. He was moved for a fight. He took out MVP, but then all of a sudden, Omos and Lesnar brawled at it to the point where Omos broke up the scale and chasing Lesnar outside the ring. And so it'll be very interesting to see what happens at WrestleMania. Byron Saxton interviewed Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley, she's determined to defeat Charlotte Flair to become the SmackDown Women's Champion. Let's see what happens on that department. Coming up next, the 8-man tag team match of Street Profits, teaming up with Braun Strowman and Ricochet to go up against the Viking Raiders, and a team that's on the rocks right now because of Otis's involvement with Maximum Male Models, Alpha Academy. We'll see what happens. Coming up next. Okay, lots more stuff that went down in this on Monday Night Raw. Byron Saxton interviewed Rhea Ripley. I mentioned another member of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, addressed Edge for the Hell in a Cell match, and he's going to be maybe coming in as the Demon Finn Balor. So this is going to be a little bit more mind games coming into the Hell in a Cell matchup. And then you got the 8-man tag team matchup, which is crazy, to say the least, man. You know, and before we went to commercial break, we saw Otis or Otis, Braun Strowman, and Ivar in the ring. And then Corey Graves says a half a ton in this matchup, and like half a ton of humanity. Goodness sakes. Like, you don't want to face those three in a fatal 4-way matchup. Let me tell you, if you're a freaking cruiserweight and you're facing those three big boys, you're like, okay, I think I'm going to spend my night in the hospital because of an injury. So that's where we stand right now. So a heck of a matchup, 8-man tag team matchup. That will continue, and I will give you the results of that 8-man tag, and we'll see what happens next, because we know we got a WrestleMania Showcase qualifier matchup. We got Cody Rhodes going one-on-one with Solo Sikoa. I assume that would be the main event. Gunther is going to be in action, and all that good stuff. So I'll see you when we come back. Wow, the good fellas, the bloodline of good fellas, perfect. That's all I'm going to say. It's perfect. Let's see. 8-man tag match is complete. Braun Strowman, Street Profits, and Ricochet going against the Viking Raiders and Alpha Academy. Maxine Dupree looks on from the TV screen, but Strowman, Ricochet, and Street Profits didn't win the matchup. Kathy Kelly interviewed Solo Sikoa about his upcoming matchup. Kathy Kelly interviewed Cody Rhodes about his upcoming matchup with Solo Sikoa. Almost got screwed that one up. And Cody Rhodes wants to let the people know that he's getting tuned up for the matchup. So we'll see what happens in that matchup against Solo Sikoa later on tonight. But the Goodfellas line, the funny clown line with Joe Pesci and all, Ray Liotta, funny, hilarious, love it. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. So I don't know what's coming up next. So possibly the WrestleMania Showcase qualifier, Mia Yim, Candice LeRae versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, or we'll see what happens. Super Mario Brothers movie, looking forward to it, coming out. So we'll see what happens. All right, we'll get back to the action. Well, looks like WrestleMania is going to be shaping up to be very nice. Austin Theory addressing John Cena earlier today in front of an empty arena. And he's trying to prove, he says he did it to prove a point. And he says he's not doing this for everybody, but he's doing it for himself. He's doing it to better himself. And Austin Theory cut a convincing promo, and I'm thinking that and him and John Cena, they're going to kick off WrestleMania with this matchup. So this is something that this is a matchup. Got to respect Austin Theory for stepping up to the plate against John Cena. I'm hoping that I hope that it will be a heck of a matchup. I think Austin Theory will retain his title, but the fact of the matter is, this is going to be a fight. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be a brawl. This is going to be this is going to be a heck of a matchup. So we'll see what happens between Cena and Theory for the United States title. So, the promo that Austin Theory cut, got respect for that. Upcoming next is the WrestleMania Showcase qualifier. Is Michin Yim and Candice LeRae will try to punch their ticket to their first WrestleMania as they go up against the team of Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. So, and whoever wins will be part of the Fatal 4-Way WrestleMania Showcase matchup with Natalya and Shotzi, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, and Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. So this is going to be a heck of a matchup, to say the least. We'll see who does get that fourth and final spot. As you know, the men's spot's already filled up, so we're going to have a little bit of fun. So I'll see what matches will happen on day one and what matches will happen on day two. Now we'll divide up the mixes and predictions and everything else in between. So when we get back, the WrestleMania qualifier matchup. Michin Yim and the Poison Pixie Candice LeRae to take on the team of Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. Alright, a big humongous congratulations goes to Stacy Keibler. She's getting inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame for the year 2023. She'll join Rey Mysterio, the Great Muta, and the late great Andy Kaufman to receive that honor. From being a Baltimore Ravens cheerleader to wrestling fan, now to the former Nitro girl, to a manager, one of the best in what she does. And yeah, she once dated George Clooney. Heck of a resume there. And also, the WrestleMania Showcase qualifier matchup, Mia Yim and Candice LeRae facing Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. And Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville win the matchup, completing that fatal 4-way matchup. It'll be Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, Shotzi and Natalya, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, now Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. So this is going to be a heck of a showcase matchup. I'm going to watch WrestleMania regardless. A lot of people complain, we don't care about this match, don't care about that match, and everything else. I'm going to watch all the matches. I just want to watch the whole card and see how this plays out. Really excited about some of the superstars that will make they'll have their first WrestleMania. Io Sky's going to have her first WrestleMania. I know she says she wanted to perform at a WrestleMania. Well, like I said, a lot of things could happen the night after WrestleMania, though. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm taking a vacation that week. I'm excited about it. We're ready to go, ready to rock and roll, strut and stroll, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm just really so I'm totally excited. So we'll see what happens at WrestleMania. But right now, we're gonna get into the next matchup. It will be Damian Priest who will have Dominic Mysterio in his corner to go up against Rey Mysterio. So this is gonna be something to behold. So we're gonna have some fun. So I will get back to you after to give you the results of that matchup and anything else that goes down. And it's almost 10 o'clock. Whoa, I'll tell you one thing. Freaking Dominic, man, is going to get his rear end kicked in at WrestleMania. He addressed, in fact, before we get to that, Kathy Kelly interviewed Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman believes that Cody Rhodes is not ready for Roman Reigns. And I'm telling you right now, I think Cody Rhodes is going to try to prove him wrong in this matchup in main event against Solo Sikoa. And then afterwards, Dominic Mysterio grabbed the microphone, replayed what happened this past Friday night on SmackDown, and spoke Spanish, was very angry, and then as Damian Priest gets ready to face to face Rey Mysterio. And I'll tell you one thing, Dominic is going to get himself mollywopped by his own father at WrestleMania. Forget the size thing. Dominic, you made a big mistake of what you did, my young man, and you're going to pay for it at WrestleMania. When we come back, Rey Mysterio one-on-one with Mr. Punishment himself, Damian Priest. All right, the end of the Rey Mysterio, Damian Priest bout. Dominic Mysterio stuck his nose again in the matchup, giving his father a win by disqualification. But as both Dominic and Damian were double teaming Rey Mysterio, Legado del Fantasma came out to Rey Mysterio's aid. And I'll tell you one thing, respect between Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, this is huge, man. I'll tell you one thing right now. You talk about Lucha Libre. I think Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro know and understand what Lucha Libre is all about. And one of the pioneers of Lucha Libre style, besides Mil Mascaras, talking about Rey Mysterio. And that is respect enough. And then they were talking about the Battle Royal. They were looking down names. Johnny Gargano, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows were excited about being part. It's payday, you know. And Johnny Gargano's got Saturday to deal with Grayson Waller. And then Elias and Rick Boogs were like, oh my gosh, we're in it. And then Elias goes, take notes because I'm a lock to win this thing. And then Dexter Lumis kind of looks at him and glares at him. And then as Elias backs up, here comes Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed's glaring at him. And then he backs up again. Here comes Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley says, you're a lock, huh? Yeah, that's what he said. See you Friday. I'm like, okay. I thought Bobby Lashley was going to slug him one. Well, so right now, Gunther is about to be in action, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. For the very first time, he's halfway to the Honky Tonk Man's record at 454 days. I don't know how many days he's at now. I'm going to try to look that up. And once I do, I'm going to have a little bit of math after the matchup. So, next, Gunther against whoever. Rumor has it could be Baron Corbin. So, we'll see what happens after the commercial break. Well, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were addressing the Usos and WrestleMania, making this the biggest, most important matchup in their careers. In fact, Los Angeles was the city, according to them, that got their big break. Tell you what, the passion in Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. The promo was totally awesome. I'm hoping Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens walk out tag team champions. While Gunther is in action, he's going one-on-one with a show-off. And former Intercontinental Champion is all right. And I looked up, Gunther's at 290-day reign. And you go, so 454. All right. Let's see if I can, all right. All right, we are at, 454 days minus 290 days. 164 days left. So that means, let's see. April's got 31 days. May and June and July. Yeah, I think I think after SummerSlam, September. I think when everybody goes back to school in September, it'll be, I have a feeling that Gunther will be breaking that record if he holds on to it for a long time. So that is the way right now. So Gunther is dominating Dolph Ziggler in a one-on-one matchup. Ziggler, also a former Intercontinental Champion in his own right. We'll give you the end results of that matchup right after this. All right, the Gunther-Dolph Ziggler match has ended as Gunther did pick up the victory academically over Dolph Ziggler. Then he addressed Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, saying this is what waits your fate at WrestleMania in that triple threat match for the Intercontinental title, and that's where we stand right now. According to Corey Graves, up next, the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. All right, both gentlemen entering for the main event. The main event will be will begin in a few minutes, and probably a minute or two. So this will be a heck of a match. It'll be a big test for Cody Rhodes to see if whether or not he could be ready for the Tribal Chief. We will find that out. And as soon as the match is over, I'll give you the result and we'll close out the video. Episode 456 of Eric Lima's Shenanigans of 1977. And it's the final Raw. Before WrestleMania, the final Raw of 2023. Check you guys later. Heck of a matchup between Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa going on right now. Cody Rhodes is being tested here, as is Solo Sikoa. Will Cody Rhodes hand Sikoa his first loss since debuting back at Clash of the Castle in September? Or will Sikoa take the momentum that Cody Rhodes had and take that away from him with a victory of his own? We'll find out. We'll find out as this match concludes, and then after to get results, I will conclude the video and for the night. So we'll be back right after these words with this matchup, with the conclusion of this matchup. Well, the Usos decided to try to get involved in this matchup, but then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn decided to even the score as they were about to prepare to face them for the Undisputed Tag Team titles at WrestleMania. And then both teams started brawling, leaving Solo Sikoa vulnerable. He's about to go for a Samoan spike, but Cody Rhodes countered it. Hit another crossroads. Took 2 crossroads to take out Solo Sikoa, giving him his first loss since his debut back in September. And where we're standing right now. And Cody Rhodes did pick up the victory. Now we're going to look for Friday Night SmackDown. All lead to Roman. So I am sure it will be very interesting. Let's see. All right, the 28th is tomorrow. All right, just to let you know what is going on. Tomorrow will be NXT, the final NXT before. Final NXT before Stand and Deliver. So a lot of stuff's going to go down. A lot of things are happening. And I got to tell you, I'm excited. I'm excited. So, and then after Stand and Deliver, I'll run down the card to make my picks and predictions to see who wins in Stand and Deliver. All right? So that'll be on the next and also tomorrow we got Trebek Tuesday. Play a little high rollers as well. So, until the next episode, I'll say I bid you adieu, good night, and goodbye for now. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please. And this is episode 456 of Eric Lima's Shenanigans of 1977. So until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima's Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bofa Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima's Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.